Hey guys, what's up? Schroeder here. Guys, I wanted to make a video today a little bit over negotiation, and I wanted to talk about this principle, and it's also the name of a book that I read whenever I was knocking doors. By the way, if you guys don't know who I am, my name is Schroeder. I help new and established resellers start, grow, and scale their businesses to $3,000 to $4,000 in profit per month. Anyway, guys, in this video, I'm going to be going over a little bit of negotiation, and I want to really adhere to this one principle that has guided me through my whole journey as a phone flipper, as a reseller, and as somebody who, has actually done a lot more than that. When it comes to social media, whenever it comes to courses, whenever it comes to mentorship, you name it. There's been a lot of things that I've done, and I've used this principle in all of them. Okay, so this principle is called go for no. So everything that I'm going to kind of go over in this video is going to sound a little weird, right? It's going to sound a little bit weird, but it really does work. It works really, really well. And the whole principle behind go for no is flipping, it's inverting everything on its head. Okay, so instead of, going for yes, what you want to do is go for no instead, and you will get yeses along the way. So I learned this whenever I was knocking doors selling vacuum cleaners, right? And the goal, here was my goal. My goal was to get 25 no's for that day, right? So I got 25 no's, right? So that was my whole thing for that day. So that was my goal, was to knock on 25 doors. If they answered, that was not considered if they didn't answer, that was not considered a no. The person had to answer, and they had to physically tell me no, okay? So, and I had to do the whole spiel, I had to do the whole thing, right? So, the goal was 25 no's, right? So I'd knock on a few doors, and then I'd get, about 3 to 4 no's in a row. Right, I do the whole spiel, I do the whole thing, and I'd get my 3 to 4 no's from the doors, and then what would happen is somebody would say yes. So then my goal was still 25 no's, but there was yeses along the way. And anyway, after the yes, I did the thing, I signed them up, and we scheduled the appointment. And then I would keep going, and I'd keep getting going for my 25 no's. What kept happening, though, was people kept saying yes. And this is when all of this really made sense to me, and the whole go for no thing. People kept saying yes, and it actually kept me from my goal for the day, but I was getting a lot of yeses. So this is why it's inverted, guys. This is why the whole thing is kind of upside down, and, whenever you make a goal like this, typically the opposite thing will happen, right? If the yes actually keeps you from getting your goal, then you got to keep going. But if you go the other way, let's just say you go for 5 yeses that day, and then you get a whole bunch of no's, you get really discouraged, right? You get really discouraged. But if you go with expecting to get 25 no's for the day, and you get a whole bunch of yeses, that's different, right? So I learned this knocking on doors, selling vacuum cleaners, right? I brought it to this business, flipping phones and electronics. And guys, it's the same process. Go for as many no's as you can that day. Basically, make as many offers as you can and try to get a whole bunch of no's, right? Embrace the no's, because there are going to be yeses along the way. In this business, it's math. It really is. Typically, you're going to close 10 to 20% of the leads that come in if you're running ads or things like that, or you're posting ads, right? You're going to close 10 to 20% through Messenger, okay? You're going to close about 30% to 40% if you're doing things over the phone. It's all math. It's laid out, right? That's a guarantee at this point. I've been in this business long enough to know, right? So go for the no's. You want to go for the no's. Make that your goal for the day. Try to make as many offers as you can, and try to rack up as many no's as you can, because when you do that, you're going to rack up yeses as well, okay? So that is the whole point of the go for no. It's a massive negotiation tactic that I use. My students use it, and it works really, really well. And combine that with the negotiation series of the anchoring and the bullet negotiation offer, all of that, it works insanely well. So anyway, guys, I wanted to share that with you guys today. I know you guys have been asking for a little bit more negotiation content. This is one of the best ones I can provide. There is a book for this as well. So it is literally called Go for No. I highly recommend getting it, reading it. It's a really good book. I read it. It changed my entire perspective on things whenever it comes to hearing the word no. So anyway, guys, that's it for the day. If you guys want to learn more about any of this stuff, make sure to check out my ebook below and all the other cool resources that I have. Anyway, guys, have a fantastic day. Keep making money. Let's rock and roll.